Yo, nephew, hand me that bar stool. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. Fresh and clean.
Welcome to 21st in Prime. Jamie Dukes, my man Rone. We are doing it. We are in it to win it. Sponsored by Heineken 069 calories, zero alcohol, and that's the part I like. The zero alcohol and the 69 calories to keep me lean and mean.
It's football season. That's right. It's
Coach. Okay, I'm gonna start right now. Week 1. I'm right. We talked about this last week. I was gonna ride with Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns, and I thought with the defense that they had and just a little bit more Baker Mayfield, they weren't gonna be the same wet the bed Cleveland Browns that they proved themselves to be on Sunday. So, right out of the can, just talking about kind of the one of the residual effects of week 1 is that I'm officially already off the Cleveland Browns bandwagon, which I got on. I just got on it last.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you why I like that, because I'm gonna ride the trend with you. I'm officially off the Atlanta Falcons week 1. Okay. Only reason I did it because that's my first love. That's my heart. They drafted me, and I love them dearly, and I do with all my heart. But I'm done. I'm done. No, I'm done because I don't bet. You know that. I'm not a betting man. But Booze bet me that I would have to wear a darn Philadelphia Eagles jersey if they won. And I cannot believe it happened. And, of course, he texted me, said, I got to wear the jersey now, all because of the Falcons. And they look so bad. So bad that it was unbelievable. They look really bad. Then the thing that I didn't want to hear on the broadcast is that one word that a coach never wants to hear, and that's rebuilding. When I heard that, I almost broke the remote trying to turn the channel. I was so mad. Rebuilding?
In week one?
I heard that. They're rebuilding.
Yeah, that's too soon. Coach, I got to know, which Eagles jersey do you want to wear, though? Who would you wear if you had to rock one? A throwback, somebody current?
I don't care. I really
Reggie?
Don't care. Reggie's my guy. He was my guy. I love Reggie to life. I don't care. I'm just so frustrated, and I can't do it anymore with Atlanta. I say this every year, and then I jump back on for a game or two just to try to, show my loyalty. I can't do it no more. I'm done.
Yeah, I don't understand how Atlanta gets worse, and it seems like Julio Jones got worse as well. It seems like it had to be play calling at some point because Calvin Ridley was looking good at the beginning of the game, and then he disappeared. They only had 6 points. They didn't have one play of more than 20 yards. What are the Falcons doing? They just got this new coach who's supposed to be an offensive mastermind. He didn't seem like he had even mastered his own playbook. It was embarrassing for them.
Well, the reason he was a mastermind is, and maybe if they had Michael Turner in the backfield, because he was a mastermind because he had a 6'4", 260-pound back who could run a 4.5 something. And he was a human battering ram because, that is, the main thing that the Falcons don't have is that running. And so now the guy Pitts, who arguably was the best player in the draft, if you looked at him, he becomes of no effect because the offensive line is a mess. So Matt Ryan stayed under duress the entire time, but they just drafted over the last 5 years about 5 different offensive linemen in the first round.
Who are you done with? Jamie's done with this team. I'm done with this team. The Atlanta Falcons. Who are you done with, Rone?
I'm very close to being done with the Green Bay Packers after one game, and I need one of the two of you to talk me out of that because Aaron Rodgers looked like he's going through some type of depression or something like that. After the game, he had a jacket too big on. He kind of looked like he was going through it personally. I don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers, but you can't put up 3 points, especially with a pretty good coach yourself, especially with one of the best wide receivers in the game, especially with the expectations going in with you. and you're playing against a team that just retired a Hall of Famer. The Packers were supposed to take care of business, and I'm not 100% done with them, but I'm teetering on done because they showed me absolutely nothing.
Well, Jameis showed me a lot of something. Hats off to Jameis Winston coming back from the dead, and I do mean dead. Came back strong. Love him. Love what he's representing. Love his post-game interviews, his pressers. He was phenomenal. Another team that Buffalo, I don't know. I don't know because I surely didn't think that Pittsburgh would beat them. I really don't know about Buffalo. I'm done with the Giants. I'm done with them. I did not think they would allow Denver to fly across country and beat them down like they did. I'm done with them.
And what about Minnesota? The Minnesota's offense looked terrible.
They looked terrible. They fought back. I'm not totally done with them because they fought back. They made a game out of it. Just lost it over OT. I'm cool with them. I'm cool with them.
Honestly, I'm still okay with the Browns. I think losing to the Chiefs isn't something that should get you canceled. Your season shouldn't be over just because you lost to the Chiefs, because that's what Patrick Mahomes is going to do to anybody. If you give Patrick Mahomes a chance to sneak back into the game, same way with Tom Brady. You can't have him have the ball towards the end of the game. He's going to take care of business.
Yeah, but here's the problem. You can't, if you're going to be the guy on offense, the offense don't stop. Drew Brees and them, when he was rolling, Drew Brees never stopped. They never stopped. Peyton Manning and they never stopped scoring. They never stopped scoring. They never stopped. They just never, they keep, they might throttle the offense down a little bit, but they never stop. And for Cleveland to get to that next level, they have to get to where what you saw Kansas City do. They don't stop.
Yeah. Does it play into your mind? Does it play into your mind at all that Odell Beckham wasn't playing? Or it seems like some people have almost moved on from Odell Beckham and they don't consider him a threat anymore.
Well, he's a threat. He still would be the best receiver that they have. Odell is a threat. Odell is somebody that commands attention from your safeties, from your defensive coordinator. He is that kind of guy. I'm very disappointed in the Washington football team. I thought the defense was going to pick up right where they left off. They were going to be outstanding. They allowed LA Chargers to come down there and do what they wanted to do with them. I know the quarterback went down early, but come on, man. Like, I did not think that game was going to turn out that way. Jacksonville made me mad because I'm thinking with the disarray that the Houston Texans have, I would have thought Jacksonville would have still been, you got the first pick, you got several great picks. New regime, same old Jacksonville, man.
Well, but that's the thing about it, though. They say that Jacksonville has more disarray in the building. They say that Urban Meyer is a walking nervous breakdown, or just
who is they?
Jason Lockenforth is reporting that there is a lot of chaos in the locker room, and I'm gonna leave it with that. With Jason Lockenforth reporting, Coach Sanders.
I just like know who they is.
They say it's an absolute mess inside, and and the thing about it, and this goes back to owners hiring who they want to hire. Okay, I have not. Shad Khan, for whatever reason, has hired everybody. Dang near he's hired has been the wrong guy. I mean, you tell me somebody since he's bought that team, and this is not, I don't know him. I have respect for him, as I mean, he does a lot of great things in the community, but he's hiring the wrong guys.
I think Urban is the right guy. I feel as though Urban Meyer is the right guy. He's the right guy for this quarterback. I feel like your quarterback, he's going to have some growing pains, man. The kid never been through adversity. He's going to see some adversity, and he's going to have to fight through it. So you're going to see growing pains, and that's what we saw on Sunday. That's what we saw on Sunday.
Yeah, there were a couple throws that were just like, it was obviously his fault. He just didn't set his feet. He wound up overthrowing wide receivers, and it looked ugly. But if you look at the other side of that game, I'm kind of excited about watching the Texans this year because they have this like the Replacements vibe. Remember that movie, The Replacements, where it was all these players, random players taken from here and there, and they got Mark Ingram and Danny Amendola and Tyrod Taylor, guys who feel like they were cast-offs who couldn't find a place anywhere else or who are undervalued. And the Texans are like, give me your poor, give me your tired, give me your hungry. We'll put uniforms on them, and they got to win. It's an easy team to root for this way in Houston.
Let's just see what happens as the season goes along because see, Jacksonville just showed you where they are. And to go back to the quarterback, and we can move on from here. The quarterback, this is the reason why for me he wasn't the top quarterback in the league, and I picked other because in this league you got to be able to do what I was talking about earlier in the show with some other quarterback with the same name as the guy over there. You have to be able to, that ball's got to come out. You got to know where you're going with the ball before it comes out. You got to be waiting on the guy to snap his head around before you get the ball out. And that's what I have never seen out of him. Every highlight you see of that kid throwing a football, it's always an 80-yard touchdown. But anyway. That's that.
Before we get off of this past Sunday, though, I'm curious as to what you fellas thought about the quarterback situation in San Francisco, because San Francisco put up 41 points, but they also did it with both Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance playing. Is that a sustainable playing style, especially within the NFL?
Coming from a coach, the old saying is you have two quarterbacks, you don't have one. Okay, I like Garoppolo. I don't think he's done anything wrong. He made one bad pass in the Super Bowl, and we're stoning him and crucifying him. Jimmy G is a good, solid quarterback. Injuries have hampered him a bit, but the kid has been nothing but outstanding. He's not the kind of kid that take his team to this level, to that level, to that level. He's not that, but he's going to stand and deliver, make the throws, make the right reads for the most part, and he's going to rally his guys together. So as far as just getting him and evicting him out of a job that he didn't lose, that's not right or fair to him. I think he's the best option right now in San Fran.
Yeah, but I think I don't know why. You have to ask yourself the question, why are they playing the game, so to speak? Is it to be coy? Is it to be nouveau riche? I mean, I don't understand what the purpose is of playing them both like this. I don't understand.
Don't you think it offers a different wrinkle to their game planning or the defense's game planning, that they have to maybe account for Trey Lance, who's more of a mobile guy, and Jimmy Garoppolo, who will stand back in the pocket? And if Jimmy Garoppolo isn't going to throw a fit, that they're making him share playing time? Don't you think that San Fran's coaching staff should take advantage of that, or is it eventually just going to blow up in their face?
But it's only a few plays we're talking about here. We're not talking about 40 plays. Again, they're not splitting half the plays. I think he might have had a few throws. I just don't, you want consistency, especially underneath that center. You don't want to play around with having a bunch of guys taking snap from the center, taking shotgun snaps, all that kind of stuff. You don't want that. You want something that's consistent. And that's the thing, Coach, you can speak to that. I mean,
well, you definitely want, especially at that position, you want consistency in the leader. You want that. You want a stability in that. When you start fluctuating and changing things, I understand. Chicago did the same thing. They got down by the goal line. They threw Fields in. He ran in for a touchdown. I understand that. You put a better guy to seize the moment of that opportunity. I understand that. But as far as leading that team, Jimmy G is the guy right now. He really is.
Speaking of leaders out in the football world, a leader of the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, TJ Watt, got a brand new contract that made him the highest paid defensive player in the entire NFL. But allegedly, he was told by his agents to hold out for longer because they thought he could have gotten even more money. He told his agents, no, I'm not listening to you, walked right into the owner's office and signed that contract. I'm curious about you fellas. Would you ever leave more money on the table, or would you ever tell your agents, no, I'm going to go play? Or would you say, I'm going to do what's best for my family and I'm going to get as much money as possible?
I try to leave nothing but memories.
Not a crumb? Not a single crumb left on the table?
Hey, I have a housekeeper right now, and she tell me I don't leave nothing for her to do. So that lets you know.
You know, yeah,
No
that,
scraps.
it reminds me of the funny story. Remember, Dion, you sent this to me. This was a story of I want to say big center, 7-foot center, played in North Carolina, Brandon something, and he was
Brandon
talking
Wright?
about he was talking about LeBron recruiting him to come play for the Lakers. You remember that story you sent me, Dion?
Yeah.
And so basically, it was I can't believe I'm messing up on his name. He was a solid player. But anyway, he was saying, LeBron came to him and said, "Look, it's time for you to come on and get that opportunity to win that champ with us in the Lakers, and this, that, and the other. Now, we're gonna need you to take this $1.2 million. And the numbers were, but he was giving an analogy on the numbers. It was like, well, hold up, LeBron. You ain't taking no pay cut, but you want me to come up here and you want me to take this pay cut for you? No, I ain't gonna do that. Now, but there are others, like maybe a Westbrook, maybe like some other guys who understand that, because I can tell you what it's like not having a ring.
Brendan Hayward. Brendan Hayward is the guy.
Brendan Hayward, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Yeah. I mean, I can tell you what it's like not having a ring. And, while I'm not ashamed of what I did as a player, that's a hole. That's a hole. That's just a hole. That's a hole. There's a lot of bad players that, were bad players, but they got a ring, So
bad marriages with a ring on too, Jamie. So that ring and everything you think it is.
I understand that. No, and I understand it. But it's still
a ring, don't want a ring.
True.
But got a full ring.
Yeah, true.
But with TJ Watt, his situation was it's not even like he's chasing a ring. Like, he is the highest paid defensive player, but if he could get 20% more or something like that, you think he should have gone for that? You think he should have just held out a little longer?
No, I think he did the right thing. You got to go with your heart. The only thing I don't like about football is, and timing is everything. It's just hard for me to fathom someone defensively making more money than Aaron Donald. It's just hard. Somebody on the defensive line and or in whatever he is. It's hard for me to understand that. That don't make sense to me.
Well, but it does. But it does because remember that's how. Because remember, you got the money, then somebody got more than you, and then you went back in. So there's a natural evolution of what has to happen for the betterment of the body, across the board.
But that's hard for me to fathom. It really is.
No, I don't disagree with you from the sentiment of I couldn't pay anybody more than I paid him, and I would just say I can't pay anybody more than I'm paying him. There's no question about that.
That's tough.
And I'm they got a lot of other good players on that defense. So I'm curious as to what type of impact, because I'm a TJ Watt fan too, but that's 18. That kind of money there is 18 sacks per, isn't it? And that's supposed to be in that high double-digit range. Isn't that where we're supposed to be with that kind of money?
Well, I tell you what, that kid can play.
Oh no, there's no question he can play.
He can play.
But there still has to, when you start talking about those kind of dollars, case in point, let's revisit 20 years or so ago. When you had somebody that you could say at the time, no matter what they was doing offensively, that they took this part of the field away, you paid them whatever you wanted to pay them.
Right.
That's not the case here. He is a very, very good football player.
No, that kid can play, man.
No, I'm not saying he can't play.
Not just can play. He's a game. Is he in the room? He's his brother. He's like his brother, man.
Is he in the room?
In the NFL, he's in that room. In the NFL right now.
Ron, you see how he did that?
No.
But I mean, he's 24, isn't he? He's too young to, you can't look at the whole body of work until it's all finished.
Bo Jackson was in the room the day he got in the NFL. Deion was in the room. Deion was in the room first punt return. I'm not, and then the career kind of caught up with it. Peyton Manning was in the room when the legend took off, and then it was just about stacking the coins over time. But when you see Danny Marino was in the room from word go, was in the room. I'm not saying he's not in the room. I'm just saying if you're making more than Aaron Donald, I'm just saying.
Well, then I got to prognosticate that he would be in the room. But the one person I feel bad for is Derek Watt. Derek Watt, the third Watt brother, because J.J. Watt, $100 million contract. T.J. Watt, $100 million contract. When Christmas time comes around and everybody's getting their parents gifts, what is Derek Watt about to get his parents compared to the Ferrari and the Aston Martin that his two brothers can get for them? That's a tough situation for him to be in.
A hug and love and affection. That's it. And he could be there. He can actually be there. Guys, I'm just tell you what, I'm a father of 5, and all these kids ain't created equal. You can say what you want. A lot of parents sugarcoat it. No, this one right here is going to get on your nerve. This is a problem. This one may go to jail, in and out, unless you just stick it straight. It all grew up in the same house, but they're going to be different kids. That's just how life is. And they take attributes away from the parents or whoever is close to them and when they mature and grow up. So be careful what you do around your kids because they're going to take attributes from both parents. I
saw that you were doing the power rankings. I saw that the kid power rankings, everybody was sliding up and down based on who brought you the merch.
Oh, yeah. My oldest son and daughter, they're ranked 1 and 2 right now because they came to the game. They supported their brothers. They've been in 100% first 2 games. They've been there supporting their brothers. So they're ranked 1 and 2 right now in the power rankings.
But it could change week to week. It's like the BCS.
What could change those rankings, Coach?
Just ignorance. It's something stupid. So a stupid post or something ignorant that change immediately.
Speaking of ignorance, I could talk to you about ignorance real quick. I'll take it out of the football world for a half seconds because we saw some crazy stuff on the red carpet, and I don't know if you caught wind of this, but this was this past weekend at the MTV Video Music Awards.
They still doing that?
They still sure are. They really are still doing it. They're giving out awards.
No, man.
When was the last time you watched the Video Music Awards?
Man, it was the last time I watched a video. Let's just get that straight. Someone made a mistake and gave me a darn DVD. Somebody gave me this the other day. And I embraced it. And I said, man, thank you, man. This is a great gift. I love Dolomite, man. I grew up watching Dolomite. Then I said, the only thing wrong with this, ain't nobody got no DVD player. How you gonna give me this? What am I supposed to do with this? The only thing I can do with this is make this out of a coaster.
Heineken 00.
That's the only thing I can do with this.
You got a Frisbee. You got a collectible. Yeah, they're still doing them. I'm not sure why. MTV, I guess, has to make money somehow. They should be.
But you're gonna say no. That's big business.
What?
So it's programming. Number one, it's branding for the artists and the entertainers. It's no different than the Oscars one way or anything else. That's big money. That's why, for example, the Country Music Awards, I swear they have 4 music awards a year. It seems like every 3 months they're having an AMA, there's some kind of country music award where Travis Tritt or somebody is singing, and because that's their money. That's the money.
But where's it coming from? Advertising? Because who's going to advertise if nobody's watching music videos?
No, but it's not about music videos. It was about, it didn't have anything to do with the music video. It had to do with an event that was created. And this event, they know.
Nobody watching. How could there be money?
Because they keep watching. They wouldn't put it on if they weren't watching.
I don't know. It's your own network. That's why you put it on. Well, sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
But again, all the streaming that's going on, that's all my son is watching is music videos. These dudes singing these, that's all he's watching on YouTube.
I ain't seen, I don't know the last music video I actually seen.
That's all. Come on, Rone, tell them that's all they're doing. They're popping them up like cherries up there.
No, I don't think they are, Jamie. I don't think that music videos used to be massive, and I feel like artists will come out with a whole album and maybe have one music video. It used to be a song didn't exist unless there was a music video, and you had to have.
But there's always one because you got to give them a visual. That's why there's always still a bit. They may not do
social media. That's your visual. You really could put your song on and look in your camera and rap your own song while you're going down the highway. That's your video.
Well, a lot of them look like that too. A lot of them look like that. These what do you call them? The GoPros. A lot of that stuff's being recorded. But I'm telling you, everybody who's got an album, go look it up. Ron, you the music guy, look it up. Everybody who's got an album, I promise you, there's a video of them live. It ain't just a slate up. It ain't their avatar up, because everybody's got to create some video with a bunch of young little girls in there that ain't got nothing on, and they got to be slanging that thing, and they got to be doing the yeah, yo. They got, come on, man.
But I think that these days a lot of music is right in your phone. A lot of music is people are streaming music, so they're listening to music
and
while they're driving.
Videos too.
But they're in transit. They're listening as they're walking around. So they're not necessarily in their phone watching. They're not sitting at their TV watching the video. They're listening as they're moving.
That is not true, because that's why somebody online is watching us online. Come Thursday, somebody will be watching the video broadcast because Dion is so handsome and looks so good. They got to see Coach Prime.
Rome got you on the road. Don't put me in this.
No, that's just, they got to see Coach Prime. They don't want to see Ron. He's married now.
I ain't seen the music video in a long time. I really haven't.
And this is a podcast too. People want to listen. People want to see us, but they also want to have the option to listen.
Exercise. Go every song you like. Every song you like, go look out there, and I bet you there's a music video for it. And if there's not, shoot it to me. Every song both of you guys like, every song, we got to talk about it. Every song y'all like that you bob and weave to, I guarantee you're going to go find a music video for it, because that's how they do.
But we will definitely litigate that, and I will be sending you some at some point, Jamie. But one thing on this red carpet, though, there was some extracurricular activity between Conor McGregor, the fighter, and MGK, the rapper turned pop punk singer. And Conor McGregor was trying his hardest to fight MGK right on the red carpet. He threw a drink at him. The drink didn't even get there. It just got some poor security guy doused in water or soda or whatever it was. But these two men were trying to fight on the red carpet. What are they doing there? What are they thinking right there?
What did MGK do to get Conor McGregor mad at you? First of all, Conor McGregor will kill you. Like, he will make you tap out in front of your lady. That's the wrong place to make me. You're not going to make me tap out in front of my lady. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I know you can whoop me. We ain't getting ready to fight. I'm going to get out of it some type of way. So why would you? I'm trying to figure out what's the circumstance that made those two want to go at it, that one. Because I'm pretty sure he didn't want none of that.
No, why would you ever want to fight Conor McGregor? It doesn't make any sense. And the only reason, why would Conor McGregor even want to put himself in that situation? I guess a fighter, but maybe he's trying to make publicity for himself in the only way that he knows how, or maybe he's just angry.
To set him off. He said something to set him off. I could see the other guy saying something to set Conor McGregor off. And it probably didn't take.
It was something about maybe a picture or somebody wouldn't take a picture or something like that, and maybe it was an insult about his lady or so. I'm not sure what it got to that level, but it was almost a brawl on the red carpet. And we don't watch the MTV Music Video Awards anymore. Something like that might make me watch if they're just brawling out on the red carpet.
Well, I like for us. I like to put a proposal in that we could stop these versus fights. Did you see what Belfort did to our friend Evander?
No. What happened?
Oh man.
Okay. Who is Belfort?
He's a former MMA, I think. He's a bad dude. 48, 47, 46 years old, something like that.
Okay. He's a MMA guy. So how could an MMA guy beat a boxer?
Well, they got into they were boxing, and Evander took the place of, was it Tyson that he took the place of?
No,
maybe.
Tyson.
No. But the original, but Vander took somebody. No, maybe De La Hoya or something. But Vander took somebody's place, and 2 rounds it didn't go well.
So what happened?
He got knocked out. Second round.
Oh, he got knocked out.
Evander got knocked out.
Now I see the other one. I see the other one when
no,
the dude knocked the other guy out.
No,
another big dude, right?
Yeah, there was another fight. Who is it? Tito Ortiz or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, Tito Ortiz. Oh
yeah,
no,
that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it did not go well at all. I love,
Oh no!
Yeah, 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 yeah.
First of
So
all,
now,
played on short notice.
yeah, it was on short notice. But here's the other thing. So now, according to who's the guy that made all this famous? Which one of the brothers? Jake.
Jake
What's his
Paul?
name? Jay Paul. Okay. Now he's saying that Floyd Mayweather had some people trying to kill him. I saw something out there about that now. Some report out there like that.
You gotta stop talking like that. You can't say that.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I'm just reading. I don't know what's true, but see it right now. You don't know if it's true or whether it was somebody saying it, whether he said it, But that, it's just like,
Yeah, it's a bad situation when somebody. I mean, I think that people just need to know that they're going to age like milk, not like wine, and they're going to have an expiration date. And Evander Holyfield should have a little bit more cognizance of his expiration date as a fighter, because you just can't be putting yourself in that situation.
Out the ropes.
Yeah.
They tell me he's halfway out the rope.
Yeah.
It was bad.
The first pitch is enough.
Yeah.
Oh, man, y'all didn't tell me that, man.
Yeah, man.
The problem with it is that he is going to be remembered by a new generation by moments like this, rather than his Mike Tyson fights, rather than his championship defenses in the mid-90s. And that's why you can't sully your brand and chase something once it's gone. Like, if you've hit your expiration date, there's no reason to open up that gallon of milk.
So here we go, Coach. So here's something. I know people are going to get upset with me, but I don't. They just have to get upset with me. Talking about use the phrase expiration date.
Oh, my God.
Pay attention, Coach. Pay attention, Coach.
Oh, my God. Dog,
Pay
they
attention,
put
Coach.
him down, man. Throw in the towel. They stopped it. Oh, man.
It's hard to watch.
You got to understand, Holyfield used to come on our sidelines during the Falcons game. Holyfield was like
He's our guy.
Atlanta's hero, Man, I hate to see Champ like that, man.
We got to get him in a rough and rowdy. We got to get him back. We got to get Prime King. We'll put him against somebody from West Virginia.
No, we can't throw Vander can't go in there no more, man.
No.
That was bad.
So expiration date. So we hit the expiration date then.
So back to expiration date, Coach. So, Coach, I saw Bill Maher. I think he brought this up, and I agree with him. I don't know if you know this or not, Rome, but the Black national anthem, you probably do know this, is the song "Lift Every Voice and Sing," and it's a beautiful song. And so, the national anthem is the national anthem. That's the national anthem. I don't believe we should be playing a national anthem and a Black national anthem. I think that what has happened, and I think the attention that was drawn to the movement, I think that it merited some balance. But my point is now it's time to go back to, in other words, and again, I'm not saying put racism back in the bottle, and I'm not trying to say all that. I'm saying, but the normalcies of games and certain things we should go back to. And I don't think that we necessarily have to play because what's that mean now for the Asian Americans? The best baseball player on the planet is from Asia. So now do we somehow, in being respectful there and from our Canadian baseball players and hockey players and all that, I'm just, I think that Bill Maher is right, I guess is my point.
Right about what?
About the fact that we don't need to play the Black national anthem and the national anthem before games.
Well, all is kicked off regarding the NFL. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Okay, if all of it kicked off regarding the NFL about the social unrest that we have, you got to deal with it through the NFL. So if the NFL chose to play the national anthem and the Black national anthem, what's wrong with that?
No, they have the right to, but I'm just saying, it's just like, I don't want to see, like it's just like we talk about, you can have a fatigue too. with certain things.
I don't think it's every game.
No, I don't know. I
It's
think
not every game. I'm pretty sure it's probably an occasion or to start the season. I don't think it's every game. It's first of all, it's too long. Nobody's gonna give you that kind of time. First of all, ain't nobody giving you kind of time to play one national anthem. We had a national anthem at Grambling last year. I promise you, it was at least 8 minutes.
They stretched it out.
The words in the middle of it and made it longer. And I looked around from the cameras on Punk because I knew this was Punk. There's no way they could have done that live.
Did we get that captured on the?
Well, you know what? I will get it. I'm pretty sure we got it.
We had to do a special edition, just a special.
Please pull that up. Please put it. I'm pretty sure we got that. We got that because I was like, and I asked the players, they playing right? Because I thought it was a joke, and it was dead serious.
You looked at the watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one of the worst anthems I've ever heard in my life.
That's tough. Whoever did, even worse than the Fergie one. Remember the Fergie one? What was it at the All-Star game?
No, this is bad. This was bad.
Yeah, I think that honestly, I don't think it's necessarily my place to say like you should or shouldn't play this. Like, I don't think that like as a white dude, I can necessarily be like you're not allowed to play like the Black national anthem. Like, I don't think that that's on me to litigate that. But
is black. You got to do something. You got to do something.
Yeah, I mean, my point is, it doesn't bother me. You know, I don't hear it and get like angry. And there's probably some people who are just like need something to get angry about, and they get angry about it. But it doesn't bother me at all. And I don't think nor is it my place to be like you should or should not do this. Like if that's like something that will like feel like equal representation and make the Black community feel seen or more appreciated, like it does. I have no problem with it.
Amen.
Well, couple of before we get up out of here, the Notre Dame quarterback, he break his finger?
He dislocated his finger, and then they popped it back in, and then he threw the winning touchdown. Have you ever seen anything like that? Because I've heard old stories about guys in the 80s. I heard a story about Ronnie Lott. Maybe someone tried to chop his pinky off or something like that, and he just went back.
To Ronnie Lott's pinky for sure.
How often is that happening? Are people just going right back out after their hands are
back in? I had that. That's probably why my hands look like this right now. I had that in a game when I played for San Francisco that my finger dislocated. It was pointing that way, and we couldn't pop it back. I had to actually go inside for a minute and get it popped back in because it was so bad. It was badly just facing that way. And they made it happen. They got it back right, but it wasn't easy and it hurt like crazy. But once it popped back in, it's okay.
You know the one performance, and because he's not, and he was in the locker room the other day. T.O. What did T.O. say to the team? Then I want to tell you about one of my most memorable moments with T.O. How was his pregame speech, or what did he talk about with the team, Coach, the other day?
T.O. didn't talk. T.O. didn't talk.
Okay.
Shoot, that day we had a pastor. It was a Sunday. Matter of fact, we had a pastor speak. Evan Hester spoke. Then Gilly and Wallow, like, they bring it. Like because the things they've been through, it's phenomenal, and they were unbelievable. So we had those three speak at the hotel. Then I spoke the pregame speech going out to the field. T.O. man is a great guy. He just came to support us, man, and he was there to keep loving.
His performance in the playoffs, coming off of breaking that ankle, man.
Yeah, and in the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I still don't believe that, for the severity of what he did, and he gave up that finger that one year because he could have had it repaired. And I got mad respect for T.O., man. I just have a lot of respect. And and you hate it when people are misunderstood.
Right.
And then when people don't like you, that's the thing that bothers me about certain athletes, where people don't like them, so they continue and they hide and they wait until that opportunity comes up to kind of rear their head again. And anytime something happened, and I've just always felt that T.O. was one of the most misunderstood, and I think to a certain, if I want somebody that wants to work like that and play like that on my team.
Yeah.
I don't know who wouldn't want that. Okay, and if he's mad at the quarterback for not throwing him the ball, I'm mad with him. Andre Rison, and I'll straight up off of this. Andre Rison said one of the best lines that he talked about with us. So Dion and Andre, they were slipping out after curfew. All right, Ron?
Uh-huh. No.
The Falcons.
That is not true. I never went anyway. Andre was going out.
No, I just said no. You went home.
No, I don't think I went nowhere, dog.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, because they had to check the room and I was there. I used to put pillows in there to make sure it looked like Andre.
Yeah.
Andre wanted to go out.
So anyway, so Dre was going to the club.
Yeah.
So Jerry got mad at Dre. So I want you to think about this. We didn't run any plays for Andre Rison. Jerry refused to call play, and Andre still caught 100 balls. We didn't run, pro 80 seeing why goes in. Then nothing had Andre's name on it. And Andre used to say, hey, if you ain't throwing the ball to me, you ain't trying to win.
In respect to him. I mean, same with T.O. T.O. is just of that ilk, and he's an absolute beast. He deserves more respect, and he deserves his fade with Donovan McNabb.
Jerry would pitch a fit if he didn't get the ball. Marvin Harrison, as quiet as he was, he would pitch a fit if he didn't get the ball.
Every last one of them pitched a fit when they didn't get
the ball. But T.O., but my point is because we didn't like T.O., T.O. got put in a certain light. That's my only point, is that I just don't like the notion of people get to pick their favorites. That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
Yeah, that's fair. That's 100% fair. But people are maybe threatened sometimes by other people's confidence in themselves. But I'm never threatened by somebody else's confidence. If you want to be confident, that's even better for you. That's even better for both of us. It's never a threat to me, and that's why I love hanging out with you two confident fellas.
Hey man, I'm getting a confident cramp right now, guys.
I was gonna say, Coach, I'm confident. It's time for dinner.
Yeah, I got to get up. I'm getting a cramp.
All right, boys.
All right, fellas.
Next time.
All right.